Welcoming in Dan Brdar, the CEO of Ideal Power. Dan, thank you for joining us this morning. How are you?
Thanks for having me. Great to be here.
Pleasure to have you, Dan. Tell us a little bit about the company and what Ideal Power does.
Sure. Ideal Power has come up with a very novel and highly efficient semiconductor device that's really used for applications like electric vehicles, renewable energy, energy storage, really all about making them more efficient so you get more useful energy out of them.
Terrific. Okay, who is your target market with what you do here?
We're really targeting the automobile manufacturers, the people that are bringing solar power solutions, wind power solutions, the people that make UPSs for data centers, people that make motor drives for industrial equipment, really anything that's out there, particularly that uses a battery at large scale, because our device is inherently bidirectional, so it can help a lot with improving bidirectional applications. So a whole variety of industrial applications that are out there that our technology applies to.
Terrific. Okay, what is the potential market size? How big could this grow in your estimated opinion?
It's pretty big. There's a market that's out there today that's served by conventional semiconductor devices. The electric vehicles, renewable energy. That market is projected to be $11 billion by 2026. There's actually additional applications that we enable because of the performance of our technology. So that market could actually be even bigger in time. So a very large addressable market for us to go after.
Terrific. Okay, who are your competitors, and then what are you guys doing differently to separate yourself in the space?
Yeah, there's a lot of very large, well-established companies, companies like Infineon and onsemi, who make semiconductors for power applications. What we're doing is, there's a variety of different kinds of power switches out there, but the architectures that everybody uses have been the same for a long time. We've actually come up with a new architecture, so it's a brand new way to make a semiconductor device, where we actually process a silicon wafer on both sides. And as a result, we create a device that is traditionally done with 4 conventional devices. And we've got it highly patented. We've got 65 patents that have issued on it already. Our patent coverage is global. It covers places like China, Europe, Korea, Japan. So we've really come up with a brand new technology that can perform at a higher level than what our conventional technologies out there have been able to do for a long time.
Amazing. Okay, what problem are you looking to solve in the semiconductor market?
Well, if you think about electric vehicles, one of the biggest issues that people have as it relates to electric vehicles is range anxiety. Well, the other issue they've got are cost. If you look at electric vehicles, the second biggest cost component after the batteries are the semiconductor devices. So if you can come out with a semiconductor device that is lower cost, but also is more efficient so you get more range out of the electric vehicle, you can really address 2 major problems in that market with just one technology, and that's what our technology does. The same applies with things like renewable energy and energy storage. If we can make those applications more efficient, if you can get more useful energy out of your solar panels or more useful energy out of a wind farm, it basically makes all these technologies more economically attractive.
Amazing. Okay, who on your board or management team is an industry-leading expert? Can you talk about the personnel a little bit?
Sure. We've got people both, within the company and at the board level. Example at the board level, Drew Freeman, who is on our board, spent his entire career at NXP Semiconductors selling power switches to the automobile industry. Greg Knight on our board is an expert in the solar energy field. I've spent my career developing and bringing new power technologies to market, including having roles at Department of Energy National Labs, General Electric, and a variety of companies. Our most senior engineer spent most of his career at Infineon, one of the largest semiconductor players in the world today. So great expertise, even though we're a small company, particularly in the target markets that we're going after and the target applications that we're focusing on.
Fantastic. Okay, what obstacles is the company going to be overcoming in the next 12 to 18 months?
Well, part of it is just dealing with all the things related to COVID. It's created a lot of challenges with the supply chain. It's made hiring challenging. I think we're finding that a lot of players that would like to go do something new aren't willing to relocate while the pandemic is still going on. We're working through all those, but they're the same challenges that every other companies have out there today. For us, what's a unique challenge is going to be just raising the awareness of our technology. We're a small company that has something really innovative and game-changing, but we've got to make the potential users of that technology aware of it. And part of that's going to come through some of the things that we're doing. We are doing a demonstration project with the U.S. Navy where our technology is the enabler for a solid-state circuit breaker that the Navy wants to use for ship electrification. So going some of these things that raise the awareness of the technology will help the potential end users really understand the technology, become aware of it, and start to look at it for their own needs.
Fantastic. Okay, to close, a final key takeaway for investors that they should know about the company.
What they should remember is IPWR has come up with a really novel, very efficient bidirectional semiconductor device that has very broad applicability in market segments like electric vehicles, EV charging, renewable energy. So we're bringing out a more efficient technology at a time when we've got some really strong tailwinds behind us with the adoption of electric vehicles and renewable energy. So we are bringing out, I think, the right technology at the right time to really impact some pretty broad and large addressable markets.
Terrific. Dan Brdar, CEO of Ideal Power. It was great learning more about the company and what you guys do. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.